Welcome back to Breakout, and I've removed all the walls. Yes, a lot of digging later, and we got the walls out. So I upgraded my diamond pickaxe and got the quests done. We need to look at those for just a second. So Crossroads got another terrace deal, another one of those done. And down here we've got, in moving out, now that got opened, you basically just need the diamond pickaxe and you get 10 levels for that. And then we need to go and do this one. So this is basically how to get out of this thing entirely by creating a wub gem. And yes, that comes from wub ore. I know. Try not to get a headache. And also we need to craft an end rod. So yeah, and it also says making an end rod in the Empower takes about 8 million RF. Hope you've been saving up. I haven't been. Thank you. So I'm going to need to craft a new capacitor. This one only has, well, right now it doesn't have any. Why don't you have any? Oh, helps if I actually supply this thing with canola. There we go. That only contains 1 million, and if it needs 8 million, I'm going to need to upgrade that capacitor bank pretty quickly. So that's one thing we've got to get done. The other thing we've got to get done is getting this wub gem. Now the wub gem and the wub ore is where it comes from. Is here. So there's no recipe for it, and there's only two ways to really get it. One is through orchids in Botania, and I'm not that much of a fan of Botania based stuff. It's just a little bit slow for me. I can scale up on power a lot easier. The other way is via actually additions, and that's the way we're going to do this. I'm just going to get, first of all, I've got a few bits and pieces that I want. Was there somewhere else I wanted to go? Yeah. Let's get started. So what I actually need to do is use this Lens of the Miner. You got given it by an earlier quest, or you had to make it for an earlier quest. And anything that goes above it, like for example, let's just put down a piece of stone. If a redstone signal gets applied, can I just temporarily just put some block back down? I did have a pressure plate here. Let's just use that. So I've put a pressure plate down, and then step on this, it changes into a random ore. One of those random ore chances is going to be the wub ore, but we can't just immediately do that. So we can't just choose for it to be the wub ore. So we have to go through a lot of resources, and I'm just going to start adding some cobble to our alloy smelter over there, and we'll have that producing some stone for us, because that's what we're going to need to get this done. There it is. It's going to start producing. All right, so I need to rig this up now so that it will essentially generate a piece of stone. Then it's going to cause a redstone signal on this block, and that could probably be done at the same time, I think. And then I want a second pulse, either on some kind of delay or a second timer. Do we have a repeater? Redstone repeater. Is the repeater the one with the delay on it? Yes, it is. Okay. Whoops. So if we put that down, we should be able to delay the pulse. Oh, that's not the right rock. What are you doing? That's the right rock. Both entirely grey. Okay, so I just need to basically replace this. I'm going to need to run some redstone, maybe. Maybe not. No, because the breaker is going to have to go here. So if we just put down the repeater, okay, and I probably should move all of this setup somewhere else entirely, but it's fine for now. I can always cope. It's not blocking anything. There we go. And if we then put an auto breaker and an auto placer, one thing about the auto breaker, it requires some of that obsidian that you can only just break. That's just so you don't place the auto breaker down and have it break through the walls for you, which is it's good thinking. I'm not sure whether the mod developer thought of that or whether someone broke the pack and then they had to implement it. So the breaker is, well, actually, I think I want the breaker needs to go up this side. Yeah, because that's the one that gets delayed. Okay, and then I want the redstone. I can leave that pressure plate there, so I want some kind of redstone signal on this side. So I created an hovering hourglass again, and this we can create a customized timer with. We're also going to put down a placer Let's just get that down. So this is what we'd load all the stone into. There we go. So that's going to trigger this and whatever's here at the same time. And whatever's here at the same time could just be a block of stone, I think. Will that transmit? I mean, this one does. So we'll see. See in a very short while. And then the rest, I want to just basically do a redstone signal. So for that, we have things a bit more advanced than vanilla redstone, but don't need much more advanced. I want conduit. Conduit. There we go. And we've got some redstone conduit there. So can we just do this? Okay. So this one is, let's just set this to input and output. Set everything to green. Just because I can never remember which way around input and output is as far as the redstone signal. Set everything to green. So is that will delay 1 tick? Yep. So let's just set that to 2 ticks. Okay. And then we're going to just try this out and see what happens. So I'm going to set this to 6 seconds by default. And let's see what happens. Will this actually work at all? I need to get... Is there some stone in there? These are both redstone pulse. When you first get these, they will not be set to pulse. Do take a redstone torch, change them to pulse mode. Otherwise, they will try to do everything immediately. And let's just put this in here. So that shouldn't do anything until this fires. Okay, so if we just grab... we don't actually need anything else, just you. Okay, so that's 6 seconds and it should issue a pulse. Okay, that clearly didn't fire the atomic reconstructor. That's fine. I just need to amend that a little bit and we can go from there. Okay, fairly simple fix for this thing. We're just going to use this redstone conduit rather than trying to go through a block or something, which is fine. We just bring that down and then across because it's using the same block space, just using the Ender IO stuff. So now this and this, this and the atomic reconstructor should get basically triggered at the same time. Maybe slightly slower for the reconstructor, but that should be absolutely fine to get this to work. And then this will get delayed by 2 ticks, which is 1/10 of a second. So maybe we want to just slow that down a tad. Oops, slow that down just a tad. There we go. So let's just go to 4 ticks. Yeah, go to 4 ticks and then everything should work. So for that, drop in the hourglass and hit the timer. 6 seconds. And go. There it goes. So, as you can see, we've got some coal in there, some black quartz ore, and we're starting to get stuff just from basically stone and nothing else. Now you can see right now it's not actually replenishing really fast enough, even at 6 seconds. Now either we can upgrade the conduit itself, which is going to be coming from over here, and is that being depleted? It is being depleted. Or we can slow down the timer. That's pretty much an easy choice to make. I'm just going to slow down the timer. So I just need to add a little bit more sand and we can go from there and see how long it takes to generate this stuff that we need. And I was partway through upgrading our power stuff down here. I upgraded these already to have 2 auxiliary transmission coils. And I was about to go and craft a whole bunch of the next tier up of basically power conduit when it actually turned up. It decided to actually use about a stack and a half before it turned up, but there is 1 wood gem. So that can go down in the center of the empowerer. I switched around the capacitors. So down here we had a vibrant capacitor bank. So I switched the basic one up here and the vibrant one's down here. So it should have enough power in it. And of course, it's getting slowly replenished by this small source of power. So it's perfectly fine. It's got 21 million in there, so that should be enough. So the wood gem goes in the middle, and then the outside is the problem because it isn't trivial. There are 4 things that we just don't have. And first of all, why don't we look at, should we look at Ender IO? So there's Britannia, regular Minecraft, actual editions, Ender IO. So as you might imagine, there's a few things to go through. We're going to need a brewing stand or 2, and I think I did make some previously. For some reason, I think they were used for, maybe not, in my backpack. Brewing stand? Brew? No, guess not. Okay, well, let's make some brewing stands. I want 2 of them. So I'm going to need a little bit of blaze powder. And just enough to get 10 should be enough. Just enough to get a couple of blaze rods. They can go in the compactor. Let's take that augment out. And that's going to need basically to craft the potion. We need to go through a few things. So leaping, we need a rabbit's foot for start off, which we don't have, I don't think. A nether wart and some bottles. So let's just get some bottles first of all. And they're just going to be glass, so 3 should start us off pretty well. Then let's look at rabbits. No, so is there a rabbit bait? Looks like there is. And do I have no carrots? Literally none. We can transform it from potato, but I don't think I have potatoes either. Potato seeds, I guess, and some bone meal. Okay, and we also probably want the what's it called? The catalyst. I've got it in the Britannia chest, I think. Yeah, there it is, alchemy catalyst. So this thing goes underneath your mana pool and starts converting items from one thing into another instead of just upgrading them. So some things will not convert the same, and you've got to be a bit careful when you use this, but otherwise just check what it shows up as down there. So if I just put this, I'm going to need a hoe, aren't I? Let me just get that crafted. I don't think I have any, so let's just make a stone version. We're not going to be needing it for very long at all. In fact, we'll even place, and there we go. So potatoes. And then if I just change one of those across into a carrot, there we go. So that is enough to get the rabbit bait, although I'm not sure how well this is going to work with this one, but yeah, we'll give it a try. So rabbit bait. Okay, so I've got a few more potatoes in case we need more, but if we just pop that down, let's say here, and then, oh, there's no water in the area. Fine, we just need a little bit of water. Let's get a bucket or something like that, and then we'll sort that out. 1 bucket, please. And I think I've got my infinite water source around the middle somewhere. Yeah, still there. Okay, put it back down. It should say okay. Yeah, move out of range. And we come back, we should hopefully have a rabbit available. Can't really get much further away than that. So I guess I can try, but are you going to let me get to a rabbit at all? Go downwards or upwards, but that's about it. Let me skip forward until that appears. It's a cute little rabbit. Oh, no rabbit's foot. Huh. We're going to need more rabbits. And no, the lucky rabbit's foot was definitely lucky for the rabbit and not so much for me. All 3 of those rabbits did not drop it. It's about 10% chance of a drop, so I was running out of the bait, and I don't want to use up all the bait, so maybe we'll take an alternate approach to that. However, in the meantime, I did just go and put an XP boost onto our Ender Sword and started killing some mobs to get some solidified experience, because we want to make that experience solidifier. So, as usual, we need to just pop down here to this kind of level, and then we should be able to kill things. Now, the terrifying one that you can get through here is something like, let's put that down, it's something like these compressed silverfish. You kill one of those and it explodes into 9 silverfish and they all come after you. It's not the most fun thing in the world to actually go through, but well, hopefully we're going to get some mobs in here. Alternatively, I can just get far enough away from this that they will spawn, because I can go all the way up to here now and maybe get over towards the side away from where they are. Where is the side away from where they are? So it's behind me, so it's that direction, and I should be able to get far enough away once I have some blocks that they will start to spawn naturally anyway, except that I need to just do that without holding down shift. There we go. So I can just head back this way, and this is about as far away from as I can actually get without escaping. Yeah, I can't really go any further, so that's fine. And we'll see how they get on. Oh, there's already an Enderman down there. It showed up with a kind of an outline. There's our Enderman. Okay, so we get some Ender Pearls. Not that I need those. I'm really just a fan of the XP right now. I want either both my player XP, which is going to be fine, because we're going to solidify more of it. So I can just go and stand on this drain. I guess I can move this downstairs if I want to. It's got a nice amount in there. Yeah, about 3 buckets worth. That'll do for now. And then we also want more solidified experience. Before I actually go and carry on doing that, I'm sure more of them will spawn. What we're actually also going to need to do is craft another type of brewery. I did already start with this one. This is already running, but I need the rabbit's foot to go any further. It's just an awkward potion at the moment. I need a botanical brewery, which is Botania's version. So brew. I think it's... Is it via the altar? No, it's just a regular recipe. So it needs a rune of mana, 6 living rock, and a block of mana steel. Now, does this need to have any mana source, or is it fine as it is? Okay, let's see how this actually works. So, end rod, we need to make some stuff. Oh, yeah, here's the problem. This is Alf glass. Alf glass, rather handily, is not the same thing as mana glass. Alf glass is the stuff that only comes from Alfheim. And if you wonder what that is, well, that's the elf portal. So you need to throw mana glass through and get elf glass out, which means you need the Elven Gateway core. Now, thankfully, now the Elven Gateway does not need us to make... it used to have a continual drain on mana, put it that way. It isn't anymore. It's just a cost for opening it, if I remember rightly. And then it only consumes mana when you throw stuff through it. So we will, however, may need to make more Terra Steel. And thankfully, I have a full, is it full? Do we have any mana? Well, it'll show up in lava here. If it fills, that will stay where it is, the lava. So yeah, I need to go and maybe see how much Terra Steel I need for this. So let's look at this quest, because there is one for it. Elven Portal. You need 1 Gateway Core. You need 3 glimmering living wood, but you need some bits and pieces as well. And 1 Natura Pylon. It gives you a couple of sparks, but I'm not that concerned about those. So yeah, we're going to need to make those. So let's just go and get some more bits and pieces. I've got some mana steel. I'm going to need another mana pearl and diamond at least. And what about the glimmering? What do they take to actually make? Glimmering living wood is just regular living wood, and that. Okay, how about the pylons? Pylons are... We're going to need 2 of them, I think. So we're going to need 1 Terra Steel plus a bit of diamond. Okay, so I just need 1 Terra Steel. That's actually not too bad. I may even have a spare one. Do I have any Terra Steel? No. Well, there goes for hoping. I do have some diamond though, so that'll do the job. Why? What? How did that happen? Okay, never mind. Let's go and put this on. So we just need to transform 1 diamond. Thankfully, the catalyst is not going to do anything weird. And there. So we can just use one of you, one of you, one of you. That should make 1 Terra Steel. Unless I have another Terra Steel in here, I do not. Okay. There we go. 1 Terra Steel, and we'll convert that into nuggets. And then we need some living wood. And then we should be able to make the rest. So... living wood, and then I have to remember how to actually make the portal. It's not hard, it's just a particular arrangement. I need to go and look in the book to actually get it. Where's my Terra Steel? There we go. So that's the core. And then we just want the glimmering. Yep, so we need 3 of those. So I just need 3 glowstone. Okay, and then we just need the pylons. So we need 2 of the mana pylons. First I need some mana diamonds, some gold, and some mana steel. I have enough mana steel, certainly. Gold, running out, but I have just about enough. And diamonds, I had a couple in my inventory, and that should be enough. Yeah, because we only need 2 of these while this refills. Okay, and then we just be able to make the pylons. So 2 of you. And now I actually need some Eyes of Ender. I got 2 Ender Pearls just from killing random Endermen that spawned. So we'll just grab the blaze rods there, blaze powder there, I should say. Make the 2 Eyes of Ender. And there we go. So 2 Natura pylons, and the rest is just living wood. But I don't think I have enough. I think I need more than that. I think it's going to be, I want to say 8 living wood you're going to need. So you're just going to need to get some more of that converted, which is really, really easy. I just need 8 of that. So put it around here. There we go. We'll wait for that conversion to happen, and I'll go and hunt down the spare Enderman, and I'll see if I can get some more of that solidified experience. Okay, this is broadly the shape needed by the Alfheim portal, so I'm just going to put my mana pool down there, and just for symmetry reasons, put one down there, and then we should be able to, I think well, they may need mana in them, that's the only thing. I do have the mana ring still. I could use that to basically grab it from one and drop it in another. I just want to make sure there is some in there. So yeah, let's just grab that for a second. So let's grab some from you and make sure that these are in the right mode. Yeah, so that can go there. And the same thing there. Oh, you're entirely out. Fine. Collect a little bit of mana. Okay, so it should pull from any of these pools, but 2 of them need the pylons above them, and we've got those already. So let's just get the pylons down. There's 1, there's 2, and if we right-click the middle, there we go. We have the portal, which went away again. Oh, it's a shame. Come on, start up. No. It needs more mana, and that may mean I need to transfer mana out of this into the others, which is fine. It'll get replenished. I guess we could try and put sparks, but the sparks, I'm not sure if they work with these pylons in the way, which is a bit inconvenient. Let me just put that down, and we'll absorb mana from those and move it around. We can always move it around. It shouldn't be wasted, so that should be fine. And let's just get that going. Are you ready to be done? Yeah, let's try you now. Okay, and let's put you in here. Let's try and get this in. Yeah, there we go. So that should be filling, and I'll see if I can get this thing open. Once you get this open, just take some mana glass, throw it through. I only need 3 of them for the bottles. So 3 of them through should use up some of the mana, and away you go. And I think it's stable, just about. It did use up a fair amount of that, so let's just throw this through, and this should turn into Alf glass. It has. Good. So we have the Alf glass. That needs to go into bottles, first of all. We can make those usual kind of bottle recipe. 1, 2, 3. And that's the Alf glass we need for the botanical brewing. So let's just get those done. So that's that bit done. We've got the Alfheim portal open. Flask of Absolution needs nether quartz, emerald, and melon. Okay, so we need to make a few different things, and some nether wart, which I can transform now from blaze. So that's good. Because I ran out when I was making the rabbit bait. Compact you. That'll do that job, and then this will stay open. It shouldn't consume any more mana unless I need to throw stuff through it. It's kind of, yeah, it's just about the right size for that opening in the wall. I need to maybe fill in some of that extra space. There we go. So that should transform into nether wart. There we go. No, yeah, nether wart. There we go. 1. I need to get the others clearly. What's the rest? Nether quartz, emerald, and melon. Which melon is probably going to be the one I don't have any of. Melon? Oh, never mind. I do have it. So nether quartz and an emerald. Let's throw you over there. Nether quartz, melon, and emerald. Is that everything? Does it need any sort of mana redirecting at it? Doesn't really say. I may need to read the book. It may want mana. Let's go for back and brew. Botanical brewery. Give the rest of the mana, the potions, brews. Yes, yes, yes. Brewery, vials, and of course the reagents. Yeah, pointing a mana spread at the brewery will work just fine. At this point, I forget how to actually bind or change this to basically redirect you towards you. I think it's in bind mode, shift right click, and then maybe right click? Oh no, shift right click in both cases. That's fine. So that should brew things up. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but it's going to consume a lot of that doing it, maybe. And we'll come back for that. So that is the bottom piece. The side piece is going to... Well, that was a spectacular. That sounded like it's been done. Yep, Flask of Absolution. Good, we can put that in place. So that's one of the pieces. Put you at the back. The other one, remember, we need the rabbit's foot, so I need to figure out how to get that. The last two, well, the last two aren't quite as straightforward. Liquid Sunshine's probably the easier of the two. Liquid Sunshine is just a fluid from End of IO, and we can make it with fire water, which we haven't made, but that's the other way of getting the Grains of Infinity, to be clear. You don't have to set Bedrock or Light, you can just put fire water down, and occasionally it will have chance to spawn the Grains of Infinity. So fire water is also going to need Hooch. It's going to need Blaze and Redstone. Of course, we can do all that, so we've got Hooch to actually do. And then Hooch is water, flour, and sugar, or at least something organic in both cases. And we can turn water into Hooch. So we're going to need vats for that. That's not something I've got right now, but shouldn't be hard, he says. He says, we probably don't have any of this stuff. No, we don't. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to need to make a few bits and pieces. Can I just get some iron bars? Iron bars. Yep, and then back to the vat recipe. How close am I now? Okay, so I clearly need a tank, cauldron, a tank, and we can just use the same. We just need a chassis and the dye blend. Chassis, I'm not sure if I have any of. I can make one, and the dye blend, we should have some left over. Yeah, we do. Okay, so that's everything we need for the vat. It just has to be processed by this. There we go. And that shouldn't take long at all. There we go. Go. So that's the vat done. Then we just need to process things. And I'm probably just going to leave it. I'll leave a single vat. And I'll just process stuff through it. And then get the next one. Ooh, I need electrical steel. I didn't know I needed that. Pulverized coal, silicon, and iron. Okay. Okay, the vat's made, so we'll just dump that down. And can we get this to actually let's just realign that for a second. I'm just going to put it down facing forwards. There we go. And I would like to just basically pull water in from this side, which is just what we're going to do, at least initially. And I won't need all of it, but you get the idea. And then we're just going to get some apples, I think. Remember I said we didn't have any use for apples a few episodes ago? Yeah, full stick of apples. There we go. Crazy ass. Sometimes this gets used. Can we put it in both sides? No, looks like we can't. Okay, so if we put it in one side, I guess we're going to need the other side filling in with something. So Hooch, what are our options for the right-hand side of this recipe? So sugar, melon, just those two. Okay, well, we do have some melon, although I may want some melon seeds, so I don't want to use it all, but yeah, let's... Is it just going to convert? Yeah, these turn into melon seeds, so I guess I could do that. But for now, let's just put 10 of these in, and let's see how far it actually gets off 10, how much Hooch it's going to make. And it needs a capacitor, clearly. Fine. We can probably just make one. He says confidently that we have all the stuff. Gold. We're running out of gold. But we do get more of it occasionally, but that's not a severe shortage. We just want one basic capacitor, basically. And in you go. I think. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Okay. All right, so that's off. That's starting to produce hooch. We got everything going on this side. That's not a problem. So yeah, where do we go from here? Where we go from here is the next episode. That's unfortunately around about 30 minutes, and the next episode's probably going to be the finale. So this is a good point for me to ask all of you for recommendations. We can certainly go back to Glacial Awakening, but Glacial Awakening is not so much of a challenge pack. It's more of an open world once you get out of that first layer. So anyone aware of any really good challenge packs? Maybe, I'm not sure if Astro Block is, but I'm sure there's plenty around. The answer to should I play RL Craft was a resounding no from everyone who commented on it. It seems just too many people are playing it right now, so that's absolutely fine. I'm looking for a new pack, so this is a good point for me to ask if you're going to recommend one. Otherwise, I'll take a look myself, and we'll see how we get from there. Ooh, we got the hooch running already. So, yeah, we can do what we need to from that. So, I think I will say goodbye here. Thanks very much for watching. Feel free to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, if you're following along. We do actually get some more sparks from that quest, so we'll take that, why don't we? And then there are some other things around here, but I don't really need to do any of those. The only thing I'm left with is those final quests, so all I've got left to do to get out, apparently, we'll see. It doesn't really tell me what I need to do down here, of course, but for here I need this end rod. That's the only thing left, so I need to do the Liquid Sunshine, which now is straightforward. You've seen the route via the vat. The Splash Bonus Learning just needs Rabbit's Foot. We've already got this, which leaves the Smiley Cloud, which needs us to get Solidified Experience, and I didn't have any originally, but now I do. Have a little bit much. And then we have some compressed sugar, so that is easy now that I've got the compressed experience. However, the solidified experience, but I may need more of that, so I may want to use the solidified experience to make the solidifier once I get a few more of it. So yeah, we do, however, need some sugar, so we can just get that directly from, in fact, I can always get some more solidified experience. Why don't I just finish off by just doing this, and we can get the dried up sugar cane for that. So sugar, we got like 600 of it, so yeah, I don't think we're short of sugar. There we go, and let's just actually get another batch. Okay, and then that should let us just make compressed sugar. That, and then this will get us nothing? Is that not the recipe? Sugar. Oh, it's actually much less than that. Okay, fine. I'll take the lesser recipe and we get a Smiley Cloud. Don't you like end of the episode on an upbeat. So, yep, I will see you next time. As always, guys, thanks a lot for watching. And hopefully next time will be the finale. So, if you want to join me for that, feel free to. And we'll see you then.